Welcome back. You're with UTVLive. Now, if you were in Bangor on Saturday night, you might just have noticed some strange flickering lights in the skies above.
Something happens every Saturday with you. What was it? A UFO? Our reporter Julie O'Connor has been out investigating.
This was the spooky sight in the skies over Bangor on Saturday night. The strange orange flashing lights were spotted by many people. The globes apparently lined up in a straight line and then mysteriously disappeared. This was filmed by Cool FM DJ Stephen Woods. He was at home when he noticed the strange flickering lights in the sky.
I would describe it as if you've seen a light on a plane, but a very bright light, but 6 of them in a row, and then when it stopped, planes don't hover. When it stopped, or when they stopped, they formed into what my neighbour described as the shape of the plough, which added to the excitement. The first thing I did was to try and get a record of it, so I got the camera, took the footage. The next thing was to phone the police. They said the Coast Guard had been in touch, so I knew that I wasn't hallucinating. I knew that something had occurred, but please don't ask me what it was. I have no idea.
The Coast Guard was also called, as many people thought they might have been flares and someone was in trouble at sea.
We do quite often get reports of possible flare activity which turns out to be meteors. However, nothing that have formatted the way these lights did, and they almost seem to be orchestrated. So we have absolutely no explanation for them, and we of course don't like phenomenon that we can't find a reason for, but this one has us beat completely.
So any suggestions in the office today on what it might have been?
Well, certainly quite a few comical suggestions, from UFOs to little green men, but nothing terribly serious, I have to say.
But you were able to talk to air traffic control and they said there was nothing in the skies that they were aware of?
Absolutely, they weren't aware of any plane activity.
But another Bangor woman who witnessed the strange phenomenon thinks she may have found the answer. Today, after surfing the net, she came across a website selling UFO balloons that are used for entertainment purposes.
UFO means unidentified flying object. There were objects, they were flying, they were unidentified. But now I think they are going to be identified, so they won't be UFOs now.
You think they're just balloons for entertainment?
So everybody can go home. My mother wanted me to go home and stay the night in her house. She was so worried.
Now, I don't know what you at home make of these strange orange lights that were seen hovering over Bangor on Saturday night. Whether you believe it was a UFO or indeed possibly a prank. But whatever the answer is, I'm sure the truth is out there somewhere. Julie O'Connor, UTVLive in Bangor.
And she hasn't been seen since?
No, of course I was never going to say the same thing. I was going to say, actually, it's not the first time that a few balloons have been seen out and about on a Friday night or Saturday night in Bangor, is it?
It couldn't possibly come.
When we were talking about possible flare activity there on Saturday night, I thought they were talking about Loki's trousers, but anyway. Let's take another look at the headlines this evening.